Students, good morning. So in this class we can see about future tense. Previous classes we have already seen present tense and past tense. This time we can see future tense. Future tense has four forms: simple future tense, future continuous tense, future perfect tense, future perfect continuous tense. So totally it has four forms. Let's see the first one, simple future tense. Its pattern, subject plus will plus V1. V1 means verb 1. It means first form of verb. Examples: I will drive a car. I will drive a car. So I subject, will is there, then next drive. Drive is V1 form. I will play football. I subject, will play is called will plus V1 form. So these are the examples for future tense. It will be helpful. This pattern will be helpful to know about, at the same time to find which type of a tense is this, like that. So will plus V1 comes means it's a simple future tense. Now see, it is used at the same time, its usages with examples. So first one, when to use the simple future tense. For example, in the sequence of, for actions decided at the moment of speech. At the time you are speaking, still now you decide anything. At the time of speaking, you are making a decision. At the time, we can use simple future tense. For example, I have a headache. I will take a medicine. Okay, because at the time you are taking a decision. Okay, so that's why you are using a simple future tense. Next sentence, for unplanned future actions. For about the future actions, you still know you didn't plan. Okay, you didn't plan, at the same time it cannot be planned for anyone else. So example, winter will come soon. Okay. The third usage of this sentence, for thoughts, predictions, assumptions, sureness, fears about future. So in this case we can use simple future. Example, I promise I won't tell this anyone. Next usage, for offering or else asking for a request, promising, ordering, threatening. In this type we can use simple future. Example, I'm afraid we will get wet. I'm afraid we will get wet. In this type of situations we can use simple future. Then with conditional time and purpose classes. In a conditional classes we can use future tense. For example, the type 1 we will use, when I arrive at home I will call you. Okay, there is a condition. Arriving home is the condition. After arriving home I will call you. So in this case, when I arrive at home I will call you. So in this time we can use a simple future. Next we see that for unpreventable actions in future. Unpreventable. In the above sentence we have seen for unplanned future, the same sentence here also unpreventable, because it's a nature. We cannot change anything from this. So unpreventable actions in future. Example, winter will come soon. Winter will come soon. It cannot be changed by us. It cannot be changed by anyone else. So it is unpreventable. Okay, students. Students, next we can see future continuous tense. So in this tense we can see its pattern. First one, that plus refers present tense. Present tense, not present participle they have used in this case. Okay, so that plus refers that it's a positive sentence. That minus refers it is a negative sentence. That question mark refers it is an interrogative sentence. we can see that pattern here for positive pattern, subject plus will plus be plus v ing. I mean that v ing refers present participle. That negative sentence, subject plus will plus not plus be plus v plus ing, present participle here also. So in this case there is no change, just we are adding not only in between of will and be, otherwise there is nothing added, only we are adding not. So by adding not it becomes a negative sentence. The same wise, let's see the first sentence, positive, just changing that will comes first, subject goes second. If we do this means what will happen in the third sentence, it's called a interrogative sentence. Let's see some usage and examples. To describe interrupted actions in the future, I mean where to use the future continuous tense means to describe interrupted action in the future. For example, when you come tomorrow, they will be playing tennis. In this case, they will be playing. Will plus be plus v plus ing. In this case, play is the verb, play plus ing. Next usage, to express actions in progress at a specific time in the future. Okay, to express, to tell about the actions in progress. Progress means in upcoming events at a specific time in the future. Specific time means a certain time. For example, at 12 o'clock tomorrow, we will be having lunch at school. This action will be happened in a specific time, so we can use future continuous tense. Next, to refer to actions that are happening now and expected to continue in the future. Okay, so in this time, to actions that are happening now. For example, we can use the future continuous that are happening now at the same time, expected to continue in the future. In the future also, it will be continuing. At the time, we can use a future perfect tense. Okay, it's not a future perfect tense. It's about a future continuous tense we have to use in that sequence. Unfortunately, sea levels will still be rising in 20 years. Next, to ask a question politely about the future. So, example, if you want to ask a question about them politely, you can use a future continuous tense. Will you be bringing your friend to the party tonight? Next example, to emphasize future plans and intentions. To emphasize the future plans and intentions, he will be coming to visit us next week. Okay students, next we can see future perfect tense. So its pattern also subject plus will plus have plus past participle, I mean V3 format. Example they have given below, he will have done it by this evening. So will have plus past participle, do, did, done, past participle V3 they have used here. Next, it's a positive sentence. At the time we are adding this not, it will become a negative sentence. The same way they have added only not in between of will and have. At the same, from that positive sentence, just changing will into the first, subject goes second means it is an interrogative sentence. Okay. For example, he will not have done it by this evening. At the same time, will he have done it by this evening? Let's see the usage and examples. To talk about an action that will finish before a certain time in the future. For example, we have to use one sentence to talk about an action. It will finish before a certain time in the future. By 8 o'clock tomorrow, I will have taken off for Japan. Okay. The next usage, to talk about an action that will be completed before another event takes place. Okay. For example, she will have learnt Chinese before she moves to China. I mean, there are two actions. Before one action takes part, one will be completed. At the time, we can use a future perfect tense. Third, to express conviction that something happened in the near past. Something happened in the near past, we can use a future perfect tense. The guests will have arrived at the hotel by now. The guest subject will have arrived. Will have plus V3 is the pattern for future perfect tense. Okay students, next we can see future perfect continuous tense. The pattern for this tense, subject plus will have plus been plus V plus ing. Okay, So in this case, they have given example below. I will have been eating vegetables for 3 months. At the time of changing a sentence into negative, this past 2 sentence into negative, just we are adding not in between of will and have. At the time we are changing a past 2 sentence into a question format, just we are interchanging subject into verb. I mean, will comes first, subject goes second. Okay. The examples: I won't have been eating vegetables for 3 months. Will you have been eating vegetables for 3 months? Okay, that's it. Let's see the usage and examples. To show that something will continue up until a particular event, time, or in the future. For example, it has been already started. The action has been already started. It will be continuing at the time or in the future. Example: James will have been teaching at the university for more than a year by the time he leaves for ACA.